Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Equifax data breach, one of the most well-known cybersecurity failures in recent history. Back in 2017, hackers gained access to the personal information of about 147 million Americans. That's nearly half the country. We'll look at how it happened, what made it so damaging, and what lessons organizations can take away to avoid something like this in the future. The main cause of the Equifax breach was surprisingly simple: a missed software update. There was a known vulnerability in Apache Struts, a framework used for their web applications, and a patch was available months before the attack. Unfortunately, the update was never applied, leaving major hole in the system. Once hackers found it, they used it to get inside, move across the network, and extract massive amounts of sensitive data. And because the network wasn't properly segmented or monitored, they went unnoticed for more than 2 months. The information that was exposed wasn't just usernames or passwords. It was deeply personal data: names, addresses, social security numbers, birth dates, and even driver's license numbers. That's everything someone would need to steal an identity, open credit accounts, or commit fraud. What made this even worse is that many people affected weren't even Equifax customers. Equifax collects and stores data from all sorts of financial transactions, so millions of people who had no relationship with them still had their information compromised. The final cost of this breach was enormous. Equifax ended up paying up to $700 million in settlements to regulators and consumers. When you add in the lawsuits, technology upgrades, and other expenses, the total cost topped $1.4 billion. But the real damage went beyond money. Equifax's reputation took a huge hit. Its stock dropped almost 30%, and it became one of the most talked about examples of poor cybersecurity in corporate America. It took years for them to start building trust with consumers. So, what could have stopped this from happening? First and foremost, consistent patch management, making sure software updates are applied as soon as they're available. Network segmentation would have limited how far attackers could move once inside. Continuous monitoring tools could have detected unusual activity early on. And finally, encrypting sensitive data would have made the stolen information useless, even if hackers managed to get it. These are basic best practices that every organization should have in place. Moving forward, organizations should take a layered approach to security. That means having a formal process for vulnerability management, running regular penetration tests, and conducting independent audits. Cybersecurity training for employees is also key. People are often the weakest link, and awareness can make a huge difference. Finally, applying encryption and strict access controls ensures that even if a system is breached, the impact stays limited. By the end of it all, the total cost for Equifax was estimated to be over $1.4 billion. That includes settlements, remediation efforts, and technology upgrades to modernize their security infrastructure. But honestly, the biggest cost was the loss of public trust. Once consumers lose faith in a company's ability to protect their data, it's incredibly hard to earn that trust back. And that's something that no amount of money can easily fix. The Equifax data breach is one of those incidents that reminds us how preventable most cyber attacks really are. It wasn't some sophisticated zero-day exploit. It was simply a missed patch and weak internal controls. This case shows that cybersecurity isn't just a technical responsibility. It's a business and ethical one. As security expert Bruce Schneier once said, security is not a product, it is a process. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps you understand not just what went wrong, but how we can do better moving forward.